Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Coach, thanks. Located appropriately for his career win total at 347 Don Shula Drive. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Miami Dolphins. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carry for Lamar Miller. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back. But now, I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first.
180. Where's the mic? Watch one. Watch one. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check 24. Check 24. Hold on. Check. All day, dog.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Snead's got it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Play action. It's Goff. And able to find Green. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get
to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Go tonight. Black 20. Double tight, guys. Double tight. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Run the mic. Watch one. Watch one. Hey, pick up. Pick it up, G. Like one.
From the gun, here's Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Break. Mike's by 4. Defense wins championships, baby. Begin. Score. Check. Now. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go, D. Go. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Watch the pass. General West.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to look deep for more. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Turn up.
On 2nd down, it's Miller. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We're scoreless after one. On second down now, it's Miller. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Where's the mic? Watch one. Watch one. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Returning it is Moore. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98.
Ready?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 23 yards the pickup there.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Yeah.
2nd and 3. And he's got the hook up to Moore. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Come on, set.
They'll come out in the pistol. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Jim.
Hey, Charlie.
Check 37. Check 37. Watch that.
Go.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Set. 60 or 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Yep.
Go get him.
He'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Jam.
Hit it.
Try to punch it in with Howard. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 4th down, Goff. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And that's complete. It's Green here. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. To the air again. Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep for more. He's got it with the 15. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now again, right side. It's Armstrong. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Armstrong, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
We want it. Come to my world.
A shotgun snap for gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So that'll back him up 5. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line.
Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Under 10, under 10. Look at me, zipper. Get it.
They'll try the left side. Armstrong. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort effort there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point by Mara, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining.